Hi you guys, get ready with me while I drop some of my high school lore. So I fear this post is going to be a little bit risky because the people I'm going to be talking about today are definitely going to see it, but it's fine. Okay, so my sophomore year of high school, I had just started talking to this guy, and he had an ex-girlfriend of about like 2 weeks. Like they were broken up for like 2 weeks. They dated for like 2 years, that type of thing. And she went to our school too, but I was never friends with her, never talked to her. And basically she found out that me and, I'm gonna call him Joe, that me and Joe started talking. She like texted me, he's like, hey girl, like we haven't really broken up yet, and like I think you're so gorgeous and stuff, but like basically we're still talking and everything. And I was just like, Obviously I asked Joe, I was like, are you guys like still talking, like should I back off, like whatever? And he was like, no, literally delete her number. And I was like, okay, period, like okay. And then basically fast forward like 3 months, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and we're dating for like a month at this point, I think. And then she basically like TP's my house, and it was like fine, like whatever, like I TP people's houses too at the time, like I didn't care really, but obviously I had to get her back. So me and a bunch of people TP'd her house, and I think we did a good job. I think we low-key ate her up. And I thought it was like done, because I was like, okay, we're even. I don't even know why you care at this point, because we've been dating for like a month, talking for like 4 months, but whatever, we're even. I don't care about it anymore. And fast forward like a month or two, I think it was like 2 months, and she TPs me again, but this time she like fucked up my house. Like she got that shit like fucked up. Like, I mean, saran wrap. We have like pillars outside my house. She saran wrapped them together and like threw ketchup everywhere and shit. And I was just like, oh, and I live like in the forest, by the way. So I have a lot of fucking trees. So I have a really good house to TP. Probably shouldn't say that, but I do. Anyways, my mom's like pissed. And then we're like looking at each other and we're like, yeah, we're not cleaning this shit up. So she calls the cops, and they come over and they're like, yeah, this is not okay. We're gonna go like to each of their houses who TP me, and then we're gonna go get them to clean it up. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I really enjoyed that part. Like, I love that they just spent all the money to fuck up my house, and then the next day had to go clean all of it up. And we said it wasn't good enough, and they had to like keep doing it, and I was just enjoying myself, because that's on you, that's karma. Anyways, so it's like our junior year of high school now, and she basically turns like 15 girls in our grade like against me, because I'm a homewrecker for some reason. I never understood that part, because I've never talked to you. How am I a homewrecker if I've literally never talked to you? We were never friends. Like, I don't even know you. And basically, she has a whole new boyfriend at this point, literally for about like 2 months. It was like December, I think, of my junior year. And then one of her friends like makes a TikTok between me and her, and it's like, who would win in a fight, like and it's like her versus me, like I'm such a downgrade, whatever. And I was like, just like, I don't even talk to either of you. Like, that was the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen. And low-key, she thought she turned like a bunch of girls in our grade against me, but every single party I ever went to, I had every single girl, but her obviously, because she still hates my guts. I don't really know why, but I had every single girl come up to me, and they were like, I think you and Joe are so cute together, like she's crazy. The amount of friends that she has that has told me she's crazy is wild. Like, she wouldn't even believe it. So I was like completely like, I completely forgot about it. Me and my like ex, we were dating for like 2 years. Oh yeah, we're broken up now at this point. We've been broken up for a couple months now, but we're dating for almost 2 years, like a year and a half, and we were at this party, and then I see his ex, Joe's ex. She's glaring at me, looking me up and down, thinking she's eating, and I'm literally like, you still care? Like, what? I don't even know if I mentioned this part, but when she TP'd my house for a second time, it was literally so bad. And like, she would post me on her story and like make fun of me, like make group chats about me, like constantly. Like, I was the face of like one of her, like her and her friends, like background in our group chat, and I'm just like, bro. Then fast forward to the past summer, me and my ex break up, and they got together. Shocker, shocker. Ex-boyfriend got with his ex. Like, shocker. Wow. And I just want to like say this here like now, I do not care about my ex. I don't care about his ex-girlfriend. I don't know if they're still talking. I don't know if they're dating. I blocked them on like mostly everything, so I don't really care. I've completely moved on. I just thought this was an interesting story to tell, so I have so much more to say, but honestly, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it there. I'm all done with my makeup now, and I love you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this, then let me know if you want more high school lore, because I definitely have it. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
Help, this guy is trying to expose me and I have proof. Don't mind the fit, I'm literally going tanning. So this random guy on Snap called me 3 different times last night, like back to back to back, after I kept like declining his calls. And then I looked at the name of who it was, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the guy who's been like begging me to send him, you know what? And he was like begging me to talk to him. And mind you, like this guy is like 30 years old or like older, I'm not too sure. And I was like, you know, because all you want from me is nudes. And then he was like, no, all I want is a friend right now. And I was like, absolutely not. Like I was like, womp womp. Because no joke, this guy has been trying to pay me to send him pics for like years, like since 2023 when I was a minor. And he'd ask me like once a month and I would just ignore him. So like, I don't know why I just didn't block him, but like I should have. He literally called me evil for saying womp womp when he said he wanted a friend, but all he does actually want is you know what. And then he was like, oh, well, you treated me mean from the beginning, so that's why I treated you like an object. Hello? What do you mean? Oh, because I treated you mean, you can treat me like an object. Because that's what you wanted from me from the beginning. God forbid a girl doesn't want to send a guy, you know what, so she has to be treated like an object. What? Like, how does that make sense? And then I told him, I'm like, well, I don't respect anybody who asks for you know what, especially from a minor. So obviously men can't handle rejection, because then he's like, I'm gonna show people how evil you are. Evil because I didn't want to send you nudes? Like, hello, what? And then he literally blocked me, so I have no idea. But yeah, he's trying to expose me for not wanting to send him stuff, and I literally have the proof. But yeah, that's my story time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Story time on how I was talking to 2 brothers without knowing they were brothers and got caught up. Okay, so both of these boys added me on Snap. They both didn't have last names on there, so I wouldn't have suspected that they were brothers in the first place. Automatically off the bat, one had their location on for me and the other one didn't. And they also didn't really look alike, so I don't know. I just never would have suspected that they were brothers. So the one that had their location on for me was trying to hang out with me, and I was like, you know what? Who cares? Because at this point I've been talking to both of them for like a month. The one that wasn't trying to hang out with me, we were like kind of serious, but there were days like we didn't really talk, but we were still considered in a talking stage. So okay, I need to make this more simpler. The one that's trying to get me to hang out and has a location on for me is Tree, and the one that doesn't really talk to me but we're still in a talking stage is Pumpkin. So Tree and Pumpkin both told me that they each had a brother. So they had divorced parents though, so Tree would stay with his mom and Pumpkin would stay with his dad. So Tree invited me to his house, and mind you, this was the mom's house. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I got ready and then I went over to his house, and when I got to their house, she's like, oh, you're gonna meet my brother too? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'd love to meet your brother. So his mom was out in the kitchen and I met her. So we went out into the living room, and then he's like, okay, wait, I'm gonna go get my brother real quick. So I was like, okay. Couch was facing away from like the hall, so like where he'd come out from. I was low-key sitting there like so awkward, but finally they came back. They came around the couch and in front of me, and then Tree was like, okay, meet Caitlin. As soon as I seen Pumpkin, my heart dropped. I was like, there's absolutely no. I just stood there frozen. I literally did not know what to say. My face the entire time was like, I didn't even say hi or anything. I was just like, oh my god, that's your brother? His brother was staring at me like, oh my gosh, it was so Tree noticed it and he looked at us and was like, what's wrong? And then Pumpkin literally straight up says, I'm talking to her too. Yeah. And Tree was just sitting there. I was like, what do you mean you're talking to her? So I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, I low-key did not know you guys are brothers. I'm so sorry. I did not know. Then I told him, okay, I gotta go, like, this is weird. And then as soon as I left, I blocked both of them and never talked to them again. So I couldn't tell you what happened after that, but basically that's your sign to be loyal. Make sure you know kind of like who people's siblings are before you start talking to them. That was the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me my entire life, and that checked me real quick, so not like that anymore, guys, I swear. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Get ready with me. Story time on how one of your favorite influencers unfollowed me. Okay, this is a pretty interesting story time. Okay, so I think this happened definitely months ago, but basically I got added into this group chat because the Glow House party was coming up, and it had a bunch of your favorite influencers and all of that, right? So that's the time I started to like make mutuals on TikTok and stuff. So I was just adding everybody in there, and asking for their TikToks. I added this one influencer, okay? And he added me back. So I was like, okay, what's your TikTok? You know, just trying to get to know everyone. He responds. And so I'm like, yeah, my TikTok, Sophia, da 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 da. And then he responds with his username. And so now we're mutuals, right? And then I think a few weeks go by. One of his videos comes up on my For You page. And I check. And oh, he's not following anymore. It just says follow back. Now I look like the fan, excuse me. So then I'm curious. So I go on Snapchat. And he removed me on Snapchat as well. So I'm like, oh, so you want to make me look like the fan right now? Or like, why'd you unfollow me? Excuse me? I was a little taken back. I was like, oh, okay. I was basically just confused. I still don't know why till this day. And I was gonna ask to make a video with him at Paul's party. But then in my head, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And take a guess on which influencer you think it is. Take a guess. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.
Get ready with me while I tell you what happened to me a few days ago. I was in the bathroom, okay? I was fixing my hair and then I went to the bathroom. Whatever. Normal activities. You know how, like, bathroom doors are, like, slow to open? Like, you open them, it's like, they all the way to the wall. Anyways, they start talking, and she's like, you cheated on me with my boyfriend, all this stuff. So, like, basically, one of the girls cheated. No. One of the girls' boyfriends cheated on her with the other one. Sounded like pretty close friends. Like, it wasn't like they didn't know each other. And so they were just, like, talking back and forth. Well, yelling back and forth, honestly. Meanwhile, I'm trying to be quiet because I'm like, I don't want to get involved in this. Like, this is none of my business. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm going to wait to leave until they get out. There's no way I'm walking out on this. Like, no. Anyways, so then I hear this, like, huge boom, and the girl's, like, screaming. The girl threw her into a bathroom stall. Like, I heard the door slam open. I'm just sitting in the bathroom, like, I have no clue what to do. Because there's no way I'm getting in this girl's way. First of all, I'm terrified. Second of all, that your friend cheated with your boyfriend? Get her ass. I'm joking. I was terrified. Anywho, and then they stop fighting, whatever. One girl walks out and the other girl's sitting there. I'm pretty sure the girl that got thrown walks out. And the other girl's just sitting there on her phone, like, typing, like, really fast. And I was like, I thought they were both out because I couldn't hear her. I walk out and she's like, do you want a problem too? When I tell you, I almost peed my pants. I was like, no, I don't want a problem. I was going to the bathroom, like somebody would do in a bathroom. But anyways, basically, I was just like, no, I was just going to the bathroom. And she was like, okay, then act like it. I was like, ooh, okay, well, I don't really know how to act like it, but okay, I have to recurl my eyelashes in a second. But these girls were both, like, at least 25 because, well, they were drinking and they just, like, looked older. So I was like, sure, beat me up. I'll catch a case with you. Cops just ended up coming and that was basically it, but it was still kind of terrifying. Do not recommend, but that's all.
Get ready with me while I talk to you guys about how my strict Basie parents found out I had a boyfriend. So one day I did not have school the next day, but my sister did. And my boyfriend wanted to come over to my house. And I was like, you know what, fine. I'll sneak you in through, like, my basement door and we can hang out in my movie theater. So my boyfriend came over for a bit, I think around, like, 12. And I stuck him in through my basement door. And we just, like, watched a movie for, like, 2-3 hours. We just, like, hung out, basically. So eventually my boyfriend had to leave and I was way too tired to walk him back to the basement door. So he was like, okay, I'll leave by myself, which means I couldn't, like, lock the door because he, like, tucked me into, like, bed or whatever, and I, like, let him leave by himself, so the door was not locked. So because I didn't have school but my sister did, my mom woke up around, like, 6 a.m. to make lunch for my sister, and my door was cracked open. I made, like, the mistake of leaving it cracked open upstairs. So my mom came in to check on me and I wasn't there. So she started like shouting my name. And obviously because I was sleeping downstairs in the basement, I wasn't upstairs in my room. And the thing was, I had never slept in the basement. I never really went downstairs to my basement. So that was already sketch as fuck. So my mom started calling my name and I was like, shoot, like I'm so doomed because I was already downstairs in the basement. The door was unlocked. I didn't have time to unlock it. So I went into the bathroom and I had like a sleepover like prior, and whenever I have a sleepover I always sleep in the basement, so my cleanser and stuff were all downstairs. So I decided to like pretend to have been up like washing my face downstairs, and my mom is basically like, why are you up when you don't have school? Like, what are you doing? Anyways, I just kind of look at her and I'm like, oh, I'm just getting ready. And then she goes over to the basement door, which wasn't locked because I forgot to lock it, and it just completely opens up. And at this point, I know I'm fucked. So I'm just like, oh, I snuck out with my friends. And she's like, which friend? And I just start making up random names. And she's like, I'm gonna like, give me their numbers. I need to talk to their moms. And I'm like, fuck. Like I was doing everything in my power to make sure she doesn't know I was, like, I had a boyfriend. Like, I was doing everything possible. And then she asked for my stupid phone. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding. You're fucking kidding. Mind you, I had a dentist appointment, like, in 3 hours with her where she was going to take me. So we're at this fuck-ass dentist and she's just scrolling through my phone and I can see her while the dentist is like examining me, and I'm just like, holy fuck. So then she confronts me when we get back and she's like, how long have you had your boyfriend for? Like, she's just asking me all these freaking questions and I just start bawling. I'm like, Mom, I love him. Like, Mom, please don't make me break up with him. So my mom just did not speak to me for like 2 weeks, and then she finally like brings me down into like the living room and she's like, I just want to talk to you about something. And like she like starts like interrogating me and she's like, I met up with your boyfriend's mom at Starbucks. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The good thing was my mom had known of my boyfriend and she really liked him because he was like a good kid. So we talked it out and she like let me still date him, but obviously with like a few rules here and there. Anyways, here's the completed look. Thank you guys so much for listening and tell me what I should do next. All right, sayonara.
Get ready with me to go tell a boy that I don't like him. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, I've really been embracing like my natural beauty, you know, like without any makeup, but today I can't do that. I really just want to look nice because we're not just talking about that. We're talking about like how he is and like he just went to Disneyland and stuff. I thought me and boy were friends. He did not tell me that he wanted to be more than friends. But guys, I'm not a dry texter, so I don't tell people like, hey, like, stop talking to me. I thought we were just friends, and I was being friendly because if I'm not gonna be mean to someone that isn't super nice to me. I just feel like that's so mean. And this isn't even a recent thing. This, like, we've been texting for the past like 9 or 10 months. And literally on the first day I set my boundaries, I was like, hey, I just want to be friends. All of a sudden we want to rip down those boundaries because we think I've been wanting to be more than friends. No. I have left the door open multiple times, but the door is now locked. Of course I really want a boyfriend, and there's lots of things that I really love about him. And then there's just some things that I do not think would be good carried into our relationship. My makeup is like broken today. I thought that the best thing for me to do was to have this conversation in person. I hate texting about these types of things. He just messaged me. Okay, just finished getting ready. I'm gonna change my earrings. I'm gonna like up my pony a little bit because it looks so depressing today. I think I'm gonna wear this. I'm so terrified. Love you guys, bye.
Okay, story time on how I met up with my ex again a couple of days ago after being blocked on everything for a month. So I'm not gonna tell the exact reason like why I got blocked. Just know like it was valid, like it was very valid. But anyway, so Sunday, right? I didn't have my phone because it had got left in my dad's office, and so none of us were about to go like up there and get it the day of or on Sunday. And so next day, my au pair had brought it back from my dad's office, and so I get on it and I see he texted me. Mind you, I've been blocked on everything, like Snap, my main, my spam, my TikTok, my everything. And so I see his text and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I text him back, I said, sorry, I didn't have my phone. So this is a Monday, right? Everyone's supposed to be at school, but I had stayed home from school because something happened. And so I asked him, I'm like, are you at school? Because I know he doesn't really like be on his phone at school. He said, no, I'm at home. I said, I'm coming. He said, right now? I said, yes. He said, okay, text me when you're on the way. Mind you, I had just been blocked. I just got unblocked. I was like, you don't know how happy I was. So I get my keys, I get in my car, I leave. Didn't even get ready or anything. I put my hair up and like, I didn't even take my time. I just went.
Anyway, so I get there, he opens the door a little bit, looks out the crack, and we just like look at each other and start laughing because like, what are we doing? Like, and mind you, whenever I did get blocked, like I told all my friends, I was like, I know I'm gonna get unblocked eventually. It's just a matter of time, you know? And also, you know those parties I went to this weekend, so that Get Ready For Me that I was talking about, like I might see my ex there, that was the one. And we didn't even end up getting to go to those parties. We like walked around downtown instead and went to like different parties the next day. So I was mad already about that, but then I ended up seeing him anyways. And so yeah, I was so happy to see him. Like, y'all don't understand. I really needed to see him too, because like something had happened in my family, like I said, and like I just needed to see him. And literally, he's the person I was checking for my phone. Like, am I unblocked? I was unblocked. And like, we literally just chilled, listened to our music, and then, oh, and mind you, why I love this boy so much is because he's never tried anything with me, like literally nothing. We actually just chill, and I just love it because like we can just love each other by just chilling. You know what I mean? Because I don't do stuff with guys in general, and he's never even tried it. You know what I mean? Anyways, and then we go to a girls' basketball game at his school, and like he's already telling me, he's like, bro, if I go here, I'm gonna get caught up. I was like, okay, we don't have to go because I don't want him to get caught up. Like, me and him are nothing. Like, I wouldn't want to get caught up either. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, we don't have to go. We can stay right here. Like, I don't want you to get in trouble with your other little boo things. He was like, no, we can just go. Whatever. We get there, literally, like, there's some federal people there. They have one of his little boos on the call. Like, they, like, shoved the camera in his face. They were, like, showing him the phone. But he was sweet. He was, like, hugging on me. He was like, this is my wife. I don't care. He's like, I don't care if y'all see me, whatever. The whole team was staring. The whole JV was sitting on the bench. They were staring. I felt like I was, like, I don't know, all the attention was on us because, mind you, he had already popped out with me, like, we weren't even dating at this point, but he has popped out with me once or twice or something, and so I don't know, but we were the center, like, everyone was just staring, and everyone was like, It wasn't even too many people there, but the people that were there were staring, you know what I mean? Anyway, so it's really good, and then I go and drop him off, and I was gonna go to a party with him that night, but I was too tired. I stayed in. And we haven't talked since. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have not talked since, but we're forever. Like, we're never ending. I literally told my friends, I was like, I know he's gonna unblock me. It's just a matter of time. Because he's blocked me so many times before, and the whole unblock. This was the longest he's, like, stayed, or, like, kept me blocked. Normally it's, like, an hour, and then he'll call me and be like, come on. I'm outing him. If he sees this, he's gonna be mad at me. It's okay. I love you. And okay, people thought he was old in that. He's not old. He's literally my age. Like, he's 1 year older than me, but he just turned that. He's like 6 months older than me. Okay, y'all, bye.
Okay, guys, get ready with me, except I have to fucking rant because I woke up in a pissy ass mood because more drama for no fucking reason. It's so annoying. Like, I can't, like, I dropped these girls like literally months back, and shit still happens. Like, you cannot escape it. It's genuinely so annoying hearing what people have to say about me, like, when I haven't thought about you in months. Like, genuinely have not thought about you in months. I'm over you, our friendship, and literally everything. Move the fuck on. And it's so annoying because everyone views me as like this bad person when, one, you don't even know me, so two, I've never even done anything to them, and they fucking hate me with their guts for no reason. But I genuinely have never done anything to them. Also, I always have someone saying something about what I post, and this is the one reason why I don't let people follow me, is because I'll post one thing that gets under their skin just a tad bit, and then this whole fucking thing will break out. Like, this is my account. I'm gonna post what the fuck I want, and all you're gonna do is sit behind a screen, lurk on my account, and talk shit. So I don't really care. It's just, like, so annoying. Like, it's my account, meaning I can post whatever I want. Okay? We're gonna leave it at that. It's just annoying because it's, like, people I'm friends with, like, people I become friends with pisses that group off. Like, I can be friends with whoever I want, and it's, like, my literal every move, they have something to say or they don't like for some reason. Literally, all my friends my whole life has just make me feel like shit. I don't think I've had one genuine friendship in my entire life. Every time I'm with any of my friends, I swear every single time I try to talk, it's like I'm not even there. Like, genuinely not even there. And I swear anytime anything happens in a friend group, it's always, like, blamed on me or, like, put on me, even when it has nothing to do with me. Like, I have a perfect example, but I can't say it because I let everyone follow my account, which I'm not regretting, but I'm just gonna say I do miss being able to post, like, whatever I want without problem starting.
because it's kind of annoying. And I still post whatever I want. I just like am a little more careful because people always have something to say. So anyways, guys, I'm good now. I just had to get that off my chest because I woke up and immediately had messages and videos and all this shit that I didn't want to deal with. And it was the first thing that I had to wake up to. And it's so annoying when, like, you can't even get out of bed and your day's already ruined over some pointless shit because people don't know how to just shut the fuck up, grow up, and move on. So I had to get that off my chest because now I can have a good day and I'm gonna let it go because I really don't care. It's just, like, annoying. You know what I mean? Because, like, no matter what, I can't escape it. Anyways, no hate to anyone who's doing this. I just cannot deal with it right now. But I'm going to go get Starbucks and do school and have an amazing day because I go on my trip in 2 days, which I'm actually so excited for. And now my brother's coming too because my brother wasn't going to come, but then I think we're bringing him now, so it's going to be so fun. I hope everyone has a great day. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you things that I've never told you before. So there's this girl I played a sport with in high school, and she always thought she was better than me. And at this sport, she 100% was better than me. I never claimed to be the best. She just thought she was above me and everyone else in general. When she graduated, she unfollowed me on Instagram, and so I blocked her. But the reason I was so fast hit block with this girl is she would make fun of my social media when I was just starting, when I was a senior in high school with all of her friends, which is very ironic because the story takes a turn. I have a pretty tough skin now after doing social media for 5 years, but something that always sticks with me is when I was literally like 17 years old, just a baby, trying to navigate TikTok and social media for the first time, and those people that I went to school with that made fun of me. I will never forget that. Anyway, so I'm at Miami. One day I get a text from her. Hey, Abby, it looks like you're having such a fun time at college, which I don't know how she's saying because she's blocked. I started this clothing company. I started this like sweatshirt line. I was wondering if I could send you a few sweatshirts in exchange for a post. What? Honestly, I'm so impressed by how bold she was to be able to reach out like that after like talking terribly about me in high school. So I remember I just sent her my media kit, which if you don't know, media kit is like your rates for posts. So I just like sent her a PDF of all my rates for TikTok and Instagram. She was also friends with my high school boyfriend, who you guys I've never ever brought him up on here just because our relationship was never on social media. It was before I did social media. I also found out different girl, one of my closest friends in high school, tried to hook up with my ex-boyfriend like right after we broke up, and I didn't find that out till like a year ago. That was crazy. Yeah, let me know if you guys want more story times.
When does it end, bro? Like, when does it actually ever end? My boyfriend's been treating me like absolute fucking shit for the past months. And he just doesn't see it. He's always saying, oh, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna be changing it. And he never does. And I don't know what to do anymore because I'm not gonna leave him, and it never gets better. I try to hang out with him every single chance I can get, every single day, and he always ditches me. This is the second time in a row in a week, and I just don't get it. He makes plans with me and then cancels with me and thinks that like, oh, I can just come over at night and just sleep over and that's all. Because the only time he ever wants to hang out with me is at nighttime, and I don't get it. Every single time I think, oh, maybe it's gonna get better this time. What happened to get the same shit? And I don't get it. And I literally have no friends, so I have literally nobody without him. And it's like the one person I have treats me like fucking shit. I just wanted to end, bro. Let me tell you, back in maybe February, March, I thought this would never happen. I thought he was in love with me, and then it's just like, he wakes up and just doesn't like me anymore. And he just treats me like this, and I don't get it. And he knows I'm crying. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't try and make it better. All he does is defend himself and try to do right. It's exhausting. It's so fucking exhausting. Like, I'm so upset, but I'm also just so full of rage because it makes me so mad because I don't do this to him.
Anyways, yeah, I just need to rant. Bye.
I drove 3 hours to meet a random man I added on Snapchat. Over winter break, I had added back this guy. I realized that we went to the same college. The moment I added him back, we ended up immediately clicking. FaceTimed, I think the night I added him. Talking and talking and talking. Like, we were like, you look so familiar. Like, I feel like I know you, but like, don't have classes, we're not in the same major. Like, I know I don't know you. From there, we kind of FaceTimed the next few nights and like whatever. And we were like, I really want to like see you. Like, I want to meet you in person. Winter break is like a month long. Like, college winter break goes crazy. Like, we didn't want to wait the whole month of like, moving back and then like everyone's there and we don't really get one-on-one time. Our dorms, they actually stay open over break. Could have went back anytime we wanted to. And we were like, let's make a plan to go and meet each other. I had to lie to my parents. I told them, I was like, oh yeah, let me go meet this random man I've actually never met in person. Let me drive 3 hours back to school to go meet him. They'd definitely be like, no. I was like, oh yeah, my friend who, she really does live in our college town. Oh, I want to go see her, like we're gonna hang out and like whatever. I told them and they finally were like, okay, I guess you can go. So I drove 3 hours back to my dorm. He also lived 3 hours away, so he had to do the 3 hours too, so at least it was like equal. So it's like we're both putting in that same effort to go see each other. That meeting, we got along great. Like, awkward when I first met him, but from there we just kept talking. Like, he went up to my dorm and then we were just talking and talking and talking, and it was so much fun. And when we got back from break, we didn't go one day without seeing each other. We were put in some traumatic situations that whole second semester, let me tell you. We will be dating for 1 year in February, but like, don't be meeting random men, guys. It's not your sign to do that. It worked out for me. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye, baddies.